over 40 years, Morrison Living has been providing inspired dining, wellness, and hospitality offerings that serve the diverse needs of our residents, and we believe to be the best part of someone's day. And today's recipes are going to be focused on Greek yogurt. So right now, I'm going to be showing you how to make chai bread pudding with vanilla Greek yogurt. And for the chai, I need to grab some spices. So I'm thinking fennel would be amazing to give a licorice flavor, and some cardamom for musky flavor, and some cloves. I think I'm going to grab some cinnamon too, because I love the cinnamon taste in the chai. So fennel seeds are going to give a really nice licorice flavor. So for cinnamon, I'm using cinnamon bark, but you can use cinnamon stick or even cinnamon powder. So I'm going to add a few pieces of cloves, and that's going to add a little bit really nice muskiness to it. I'm using brown cardamom, but you can use brown or black or even green cardamom. So here's some honey to give a really nice sweetness. You can use agave or you can use even white sugar. And I'm going to be using black tea bags. So all these ingredients are going right in this pot. So starting with milk. So a couple of inches of cinnamon bark. And the tea bags. Half a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Six or seven pieces of cloves. And 4 pieces of brown cardamom. And some honey to taste. Tablespoon of honey. I'm going to bring it to boil. And when it comes to boil, then turn the heat down and let it simmer for 5 to 7 minutes. While my chai is being prepared, I am going to put my ingredients together for my bread pudding, and for that I have a 1-day-old bread, and I'm going to do is remove the crust and just use only the inside part of it. And for the chai bread pudding, here are the ingredients. I have 1-day-old bread, and I'm using raisins, almonds, you can use pecan or walnuts, and white sugar, and white and brown sugar mixed together to give a really nice crust on top, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and eggs, and most importantly, my chai. And to start, I need some eggs, so I'm using 3 eggs. And 3 4/4 is of sugar. Just gonna mix them all together. and a half a cup of raisins, and a half a cup of almonds, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I have 2 cups of my chai, 4 cups of bread, mix it in together. I like to mix everything together so all the cinnamon and nutmeg, all those beautiful flavors go right into the bread. Now 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of white sugar, mix it all together. So I'm going to put this on top. It's going to give a really nice crust. Now bake it in oven at 350 for 45 minutes. So while that's getting ready, so let's prepare the vanilla Greek yogurt. So here are the ingredients for vanilla Greek yogurt. So I have vanilla and Greek yogurt and some brown and white sugar mixed together for the sweetness, and the cardamom to give a really nice, beautiful floral flavor. And so for cardamom, I'm just going to have it in my mortar pestle. So I'm just gonna grind my cardamom. So what I'm going to do now, so right now you can see it's just the seeds are there. So I'm just gonna keep the seeds, and husk I'm going to remove it. So now the flavor is in the seed, so I'm just going to grind the seed until it turns into powder. Green cardamom is called the queen of spices, and I really believe that because it has amazing flavor and the aroma is so floral, and it works perfectly for savory as well as for sweet dishes. So starting with yogurt, so I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of yogurt and a half a teaspoon of vanilla and the sugar, brown sugar and white sugar together just to give it a little sweetness. And the flavors now is the cardamom, but I just make the cardamom powder, so 1/16 of teaspoon of cardamom. Just a pinch. So I'm gonna mix it all together. Oh, the aroma is so amazing. So my bread pudding is in the oven for 15 minutes, so it needs another half an hour before it's perfectly baked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the freezer to make it really nice and cool. So this is going to work really nicely with the cold yogurt and warm bread pudding. It's gonna be a great combination. So I'm gonna put this in the freezer right now. Look how beautiful this looks. Nice golden color. That's exactly what I was looking for, like nice crisp outside. And this is the yogurt. Now it's time to try it. This yogurt is looking really nice and frozen. Like this is exactly frozen yogurt does when you put it in the freezer. It has like nice chunks. That's why I love to freeze yogurt, because it becomes like an ice cream consistency. So now it's time to plate it. So I'm going to take a big, nice chunk of the pudding. I'm going to grab a second piece to fill the plate just a little bit. What I'm loving here is the crust outside. So nice and crispy, but inside is really nice and gooey. But it's a cinnamon and nutmeg, vanilla and cardamom all dancing in my mouth. This is absolutely amazing. And you can't even really tell this is a Greek yogurt. It tastes like a really nice vanilla cardamom ice cream.